I'd like you to raise your hand if you've ever posted some form of content on social media before. So if you've ever posted to Facebook, Twitter, pretty much the whole room. Good stuff, you can put your hands down, thanks. Now I'd like you to raise your hand if you've ever been financially compensated by any of those social media companies. So if Facebook, Twitter, Instagram has ever cut you a check. There you go, Deb, we've got one in the room. But for most of us, that's not the case, which I find interesting. Because on a daily basis, many of us will post content to social media. Our thoughts, our photos, our videos, and that is what drives our friends and family to social media. They want to read about that, and they post content, and we read about that. And it creates this attention economy where we're all spending time on these social media networks, and in the meantime, the social media networks get rich off of that attention. They can sell advertisements around. About a year ago, I was introduced to a social media network called Steemit. And Steemit's kind of a complex concept, but simply it boils down to this. When you create a profile, you can post blog entries within that profile. Other users have the ability to upvote content that they like. And you can think of an upvote similar to a like on Facebook or the heart on Instagram. But the difference is, Steem upvotes are actually worth monetary value. You're rewarded in a cryptocurrency called Steem, and I know right now I'm starting to lose some of you, but let me answer a simple question. Is Steem actually worth anything? Absolutely. You can trade Steem for Bitcoin, which can be traded for Canadian dollars, cold hard cash. I was curious and skeptical at the very beginning, but I was interested and I had to try this out. So I created a Steemit profile and I posted my very first entry. It was a fictional piece called Fluid Thoughts that I had spent a lot of time working on, and I knew the Steemit crowd was going to love this post. But then it got the big goose egg, $0 raised, and I was a little bit disheartened, but those who know me well know I'm a pretty competitive person, and I was bound to find a way to post content that the Steemit community liked. So I tried again, nothing. Again, nothing. Again, nothing. And then I wrote a haiku that actually made 3 cents, and I'm like, okay, we're on to something now. But then I did something that we don't always do on social media. See, often we use social media as a place to broadcast our voice, and there's a lot of people talking, but I took a step back and I listened. I observed what type of content was doing well on Steemit, and I wanted to see if I could post similar content that Steemit users would like. There was a girl named Heidi who has a travel blog that was really popular on the website. So I reached out to Heidi and I said, I love your blog. I'm really interested in learning more about you, and I think other users would be as well. Could I do a 20-question style interview with her? Heidi was on board with it. So I posted 20 questions with Heidi, and the value was $566 US worth of Steem. A year later, I am still posting on a regular basis on this blog, multiple times per week. So why should all of you consider joining Steemit? Well, I want to address something that might be in your mind first. Wait, this sounds a little bit like a pyramid scheme or something, and after you're done your talk, we're going to have a chat in the back corner and let you know. Well, I want to address a couple of those points. First off, how much does it cost to join Steemit? Nothing. It's absolutely free. In fact, when I joined, they actually paid me some Steem currency to join. The second thing why it's not a multi-level marketing scheme is that if any of you join, it does absolutely nothing for me in terms of monetary value. The reason I'm telling you about this today is the same reason I've told my family and my friends. It's that we're in a room full of talented, creative people who are constantly creating content, and I think that your voice is worth something. And there's one other reason I think you maybe want to consider joining. You see, we identified a need recently, our executive club, on what our Toastmasters club is lacking. And there's a speech in the Competent Communicator Manual that is, use visual aids to display your speech. And Keith Orlaw within our club has generously offered to lend a projector anytime somebody wants to show PowerPoint slides or that type of thing, but we still don't have a projector screen, and that's a problem. So I posted about the fact that I was going to be talking to all of you about Steemit today on Steemit, And that actually earned a bit of money, and then I posted again about it and earned some more. So what I've done is I've taken that money, traded it into Canadian dollars, and then bought this screen on Amazon, which I'm donating to. And to specify, it's not so much myself donating it, it's on behalf of Steemit. Why do I think you should join Steemit? It's really simple. I think your voice is worth something. Thanks.